Welcome back to the Football Exponential Show. I'm Chika and I'm joined by Frank.
Hi, Chika. How's it going? Welcome back to another episode to our listeners and viewers.
Okay. Today, this is game week 3 for the English Premier League, and we'll be talking about two games, mainly two games. The Chelsea Crystal Palace. It was at home at Stamford Bridge in London,
Yeah.
and then the second game, that's Liverpool and then Manchester United. Right? Who was home?
Yeah.
Liverpool. Who was home?
Was Old Trafford.
Okay.
Old Trafford.
Okay, Old Trafford. So let's go with the first one. Frank, what can you say about the Chelsea? The Chelsea had a one draw with Palace.
Yeah.
What can you say about the game as regards Chelsea and maybe Palace?
Um. Um. It was a very exciting game to watch. Chelsea. I feel Chelsea could feel a bit disappointed not getting full points, getting maximum points today. But in terms of the overall performance from this new Chelsea under the new head coach Enzo Maresca, I believe this is one of the better performances so far in the season. Where from start to finish, there's been this. They had this control. They had the control from start to finish. They created chances. They defended well. There was a bit of aggression in the midfield as well in the earlier parts of the game. But I feel towards the latter stage, after certain substitutions were made, they lost a bit of control and a bit of momentum in the second half. But the first half, it's I believe in Maresca's mind that would be as close to what's perfect in his eyes, where you dominate the game, you restrict the oppositions to few chances and few shots that go, you control the game, you create a lot of chances. You could have on another day you find yourself either 2-0 up or 3-0 up at halftime, and you go in at halftime, come back, the game is a different game, you ultimately get 3 points. But today it was 1-0 at halftime. It was a very good goal from Nicholas Jackson. And I feel his last two goals today and last week is you can see I feel you can see the development in the player where he's starting to anticipate where to be in the box. His box movement I felt was always somewhat lacking last season, where he wasn't always present for like cutbacks or far post headers and stuff like that. But I felt like his movement is getting better. He's sniffing out opportunities where he's making his chance for. He's sniffing out opportunities in and around the box. It was a well worked goal from Palmer, from Madueke to Palmer, then Palmer cuts it back for Jackson, and we can see that relationship building with Cole Palmer and Noni Madueke, where they have that somewhat telepathic relationship going so far this season,
Yeah.
and also last season. And if you also remember, it goes back to the time together as colleagues in the England Under 21 championship last year, where they were eventually winners with new or interim head coach interim England head coach Lee Carsley.
Did Palmer play
But
in that tournament?
yeah, he was there. They were all there. Palmer, Colwill, Madueke, Anthony Gordon. They were all there. They were all there. I feel that's where the idea to bring Palmer across to Chelsea probably came from. But it's the first half. I feel the first half was fantastic. Caicedo, Enzo, they were good. I loved Caicedo dropping in terms of build up. The build up was very solid, more precise than it looked this season. Caicedo rotating with the center backs splitting. Caicedo dropping in as making the extra man in build up. It was good, but ultimately when you go into games in the Premier League and don't take your chances, and you go in at halftime 1-0 up, you come back and you then have decisions that go against you. I feel where the player on the Crystal Palace side could have been sent off. Richard Hughes or I don't know.
We actually we
Hughes.
Hughes.
Yeah,
Hughes.
exactly. Yeah,
Hughes. I knew
yeah,
him from Watford a long
yeah,
time ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So on another day, another referee that could have been a second should have been a second yellow card. Then you Crystal Palace go down to
To me,
10 men.
to
Yeah,
me, that game after that free kick, the moment Chelsea played that free kick and did not score, that game changed because
yeah,
after that
exactly.
substitution,
He went
everything
off.
changed.
He
Yeah,
went.
but
He,
I was praying he doesn't get sent off. Even
No,
as a Chelsea fan, I don't like red cards in football. I just want everybody to play.
yeah, I understand. Like, because it's
I
also
always want the referee to give him a benefit of the doubt because he knew the next one is going off, and the coach was praying for the ball to be out. So I don't even know why he started it because this guy is
exactly,
like
exactly.
29 or 30, but he plays. He's been there for years. I remember him as in Watford so many years ago. But I don't know why he started it. Maybe that is not yet fit or something.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
Dakar is not fit, and it's also well. Also, I feel at that point when that action happened, they take the free kick, another good chance to make to double the lead. A good save from the goalkeeper, I felt was fantastic on the day as well. I think this week has been there been a lot of fantastic performance from goalkeepers all across the league. But when Crystal Palace then when the action does happen, then Crystal Palace make that substitution and they level the game with a fantastic finish from Eberechi Eze. Like that's one way you have to put your hands up and say fair play. That's you can question whether it could have been whether the player should have rushed out to stop the shots.
That's the only place I see Enzo not or what's his name Caicedo should be closing him down. I don't know where he was at that moment. That's a defensive midfielder that should be closing him down.
Yeah,
But
and yeah, but it's also it's a situation where they defend where I think a cross comes into the box, they defend deep, and the ball gets recycled to the other side of the pitch. Then I think Mateta lays it off to Eze. But again, if Sanchez gets close to it, then it's a fantastic save. But it just well Eze it was well struck and well disguised from Eze as well. Where it's very minimum backlift, he just curls it. Not necessarily into the top corner, but just below that position. But it was another point in the game, it seemed not deserved from Crystal Palace. But what I loved from Crystal Palace was after they went well, they equalized. They made a change in shape. They went from three at the back I think they stopped playing three at the back. They added another player in midfield, and that's where Chelsea could not really get control of the midfield anymore. So, but it's one of those solutions. And Gusto goes off at right back. Then there's this whole tweaking personnel, and it takes like 10 minutes for everyone to understand what they're doing in the shape, and you lose. Actually, play at home to excel like Crystal Palace. That's fantastic for them. They're very comfortable sitting deep. They'll take it
regroup.
and exactly they'll take it and see what they can get on the counter attack. But it's with Chelsea, it's still early doors. Match day three. Of course, it's disappointing not to get all 3 points from Chelsea perspective, but I see it as building blocks, building steps to get to where you ultimately want to be in terms of the overall package. Where you check the XG, Chelsea had I don't know if you have the statistics for Chelsea's XG today.
It was 2 points, like 2.6, 2.6
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. Yeah, it was well over 2 goals. And further enough, compared to last week, Chelsea had a much less XG compared to Wolverhampton, but won 6-2. So it shows that it's not quite as simple as saying that. But I think it's building blocks. Maresca will be happy with a lot of points in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there are 2 points I believe the coach should be very happy with, and that's Jackson Palmer and Noni Madueke. That's those three have they're forming something. They're forming a partnership is brewing amongst those players. And I feel the centre backs. I feel the centre backs they looked very good today compared to
Yeah.
in recent years.
For the first time, I look at Fofana and I'm telling myself like, well, this is when you're done. I will say what I think.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just last one. Gusto. We've not heard word about his injury, but with the international break coming, I hope it gives him time to rest and recover because that will be an important player for Chelsea going forward. So, I'll let you come in now.
I don't really. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I'm
You
not
are a
really
Chelsea fan.
sweating. I'm not. I'm not stating for others. I'm not sweating about Gusto's injury. Why am I not
Yeah,
sweating about Gusto's injury? Let me
yeah,
give you. If you tell me something, I take you for your word. Chelsea executives or football directors told us they were selling Chaloba because they have a good right back in Achimpong or whatever is his name.
yeah.
So if he's that good, you knew that Gusto is injury prone. You knew Reece James is injury prone. You
Yeah.
knew also there's a problem. So if you knew that, that's the more reason you have to keep Chaloba. You and I know. But if you saw Chaloba and you said, hold on, if you saw Chaloba and you tell me we are good, because sometimes you look at, that's why I feel that the coach, the club should be run by the coach who is in liaison with the academy. There should be a link. It's not separate because he has a feedback on who is ready, who is not ready. Okay, if we can sell this guy, Manchester City sold Hammer. I'm thinking, what have they done? Before I know, I'm seeing or Haley or Rayleigh or whatever. I'm seeing like two young boys that are ready to step in. I'm
Yeah.
seeing Oscar Bob. You understand what I'm saying? So they know somebody else is coming. So if you knew, if you're selling Chaloba and you know, be it Pong or whatever, is that good? I want to see him play. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand I'm losing somebody important, but I'm
Yeah. I
giving a
agree.
chance to somebody also to stake a claim or whatever and get sold, get some money from him or sell Rich James or you understand what I'm trying to say. So whatever it
So,
is, no, I'm because if the young boy is so good, Livramento,
no, no,
or, or
but no, but this is and this is where like because like I've said so far into so far as the season has gone, that I've liked what I've heard from us. The coach Enzo Maresca.
Morrison.
I've liked how he's approached the job, the honesty, the detail he's giving back in terms of in his press conference. But this is where I'd love to see where managers what if you're just all talk, if you're just you have a choice to make now. You have because Chelsea are not they're not exactly short of numbers to play that position. There's I believe for Fana can play that position. You can play Disasi on that position.
Well, I
But the
don't.
problem
But that's I don't want.
yeah, exactly. So the problem is you've had to look at this plan. Even Tosin Adebak, Tosin can play that position, but this is where will you just play players because they're more senior in terms of or in terms of age, or you play the player that's right for that position, regardless of it being an academy player or a young player in the team, or will you make the right
But
decision?
that is why I keep shouting it. I said it yesterday. I like Xavi as a coach. I said it yesterday. Xavi
Yeah,
Hernandez.
yeah, yeah,
Now another coach I like. You can curse him all you want. Is Luis Van Gaal.
yeah,
Because when
yeah,
I look at what he did for Manchester, I was seeing boys I've never seen before. I
yeah.
see something Mensa today. He was just bringing boys. So if those academy, there's academy, money is pumped into the academy for a reason, right? There's allocation, whatever I call it. There's so much money, investment, and all those. So if it is that good, whoever comes up, if this player is not that good, to me, this is not a right back.
Is
Just
it is it trust is it trust in terms of
just issue.
is it trust
So
is what you got?
let me
Is
go
it
back to the game now. Also, at the like I told you in private, what I see in today's game is Chelsea lacked momentum. What do I mean? I watch Manchester City. If you watch City, once City scores one goal, they
they
don't
score
give
two?
up. They,
They
they,
score two.
they, 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 they look at Liverpool today. They were better. I watch. We go to Manchester United and Liverpool game. I don't really before they go came in. Liverpool were playing good, but I don't really think that they were all that better than United. What was different was they are better, they are more ruthless, they convert their chances. United was not convert. The game was not there was no control. This person goes over here, this person goes over here before the first goal came in. But
Mm-hmm.
once the first goal, that's not the disallowed goal. Once the first one went in by Diaz, Liverpool made it two, made it three. The game was put to bed. So
Yeah.
Chelsea have to learn how to put the game to bed. I was watching the game, I was worried. Why was I worried? Chelsea's one
Oh,
go up.
yeah,
The
it's the Premier
citizens
League.
are smiling. The stadium was like, we've won the game. I'm like, this is complacency setting in. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
it was like Madueke was passing like it's a show. I need 2 goals. With the Chelsea right now, if you're not 3 goals up, you're not comfortable because even with 2 goals, somebody can come up and then
yeah,
tie the game.
like we saw, you know, but it's not even a Chelsea situation. It's a situation with a game we covered the other day, just on Saturday in the Premier League, the Everton Bournemouth game, where Everton seemed to be comfortable at 2-0 up,
It was
but
like 92 minutes or something like that. That
but
that that
I know,
Bournemouth, Semenyo
but
or whatever.
the the space of 8 minutes plus added time, they ultimately lose the game. They could have lost that game by 4 goals to two, even 5 goals to
Yeah.
two. So
Yeah,
it's a situation where in the Premier League where like we've always seen and we'll sit and we'll talk about it in the United game where you will get in Premier League you will get chances if you're a good team if you're set up right regardless of where you are stationed in the league except if you're playing against Man City where they rarely give away chances but you will get chances and it
yeah.
comes to how your attackers take those chances and how you defend your box. So like they say like football is one in two boxes. Your attacking box, your the box you attack and how you defend your box. But I just feel like with Chelsea on another day, it's one of I'm not one to make excuses. I just feel like it's just remember like Chelsea had the midweek game on Thursday in Europe. I understand it wasn't that they were not playing in it wasn't a tough game where they had to go to Madrid or Barcelona, but it's still a game that disrupts preparation for today's game. And regardless of how we know like footballers they should be used to this situation, but I believe with this new Chelsea team, this is probably their first week where they have this situation where they have to fly away to another country in Switzerland on
Mm-hmm.
a Wednesday, play on a Thursday, probably fly back that same Thursday. You have your recovery on Friday. Then you have Saturday to actually properly train on the grass. Then match it on Sunday. So it's a situation where, in terms of building blocks, it's still you won't see that like because as I saw the intensity in the first half, but as the and we can ask whether if the coach had picked on that probably make a change early on, and I felt it did because it took off Neto and brought on Felix for more
But and
fresh
you saw how
momentum.
the game changed a little bit when he brought up
Yeah,
Felix because
yeah,
I've watched Felix. I saw certain things. There was a drive he drive, then his decision was wrong. The way
yeah,
he transited from defense and went straight to attack, and I'm starting to think what is Enzo's best position. This is the theory I have in my head. If I'm the coach in
yeah.
certain games or the next game, I'm trying something. What am I trying? I'm dropping Enzo and I'm taking Palmer to central midfield. I'm taking him down. I'm putting
No,
Felix in Palmer's. This is why, if you checked it towards the end of the game, Palmer was playing in deep midfield. Caicedo
yeah,
went
yeah,
to like the number two. Palmer was down. Enzo went to Caicedo's position. Palmer and Enzo became the central midfielders. Felix was
yeah,
ahead because Felix can help the striker Jackson in certain areas. Palmer and Felix can always change positions. This person comes forward, this person goes backward. I'm trying it because Enzo's
no,
job is just get the ball and just keep on giving regular passes. It's
no.
getting.
It's
I need to
no,
defend him, but it's becoming annoying. I won't
no.
lie. Like,
It's no. I feel this whole Enzo situation is something where a lot of people, and it doesn't help that that he has £100 million price tag on his head, so that doesn't help. That's in a way distorts people's perception of him. But for like the point you made with Palmer, I'm not what I'm not doing if I'm the head coach, or what I would like to see him do is break up a partnership that is already flourishing. I won't break up a Palmer, Madueke, and Jackson partnership because ultimately that's what's going to happen. Because if you put Palmer a bit deeper, Palmer Enzo does Noni doesn't have that release that time. So it's something where if you're trying to build something, you've not got to a point where there's significant damage or significant.
well, Enzo's substitution today was Enzo Maresca's substitution was poor. Madueke was supposed to have left that field. I look the moment he puts Felix there, I was waiting 2 minutes later or 4 minutes. You take out Madueke. Madueke was
Yeah,
bad by the time he substituted him.
yeah,
Nkunku should have come in. Nkunku should have come in. This is hindsight. Don't get me
I know
wrong.
it's
I
it.
don't blame
Yeah,
you.
and
It's just
our
hindsight,
play,
right?
our play, and I also think like I don't want us to get into this get into this mind of
And on a normal day, if
over.
If Chelsea was a big club or a club the way they are, Jackson's not supposed to complete 15 minutes. There should be somebody else to play. But that tells you the gap from Jackson to Guyu is too large or is too
No,
big.
no, but even Guy was on the bench today. There was Nkunku,
But
but
I understand they should have somebody of equal
for it's
value when you take
yeah,
him out. He
yeah,
was gone.
I know, but
And maybe if he was tired, should have scored that goal. I don't want to
no,
blame him because now
no,
it's becoming normal to always blame him. He
no,
scored
but
a goal here, but he missed another one also.
Yeah, but that's what strikers do. Haaland scored 3 goals
No, no,
yesterday,
but
but Haaland,
you
no,
should,
no,
especially that's what strikers do when you don't lose.
let's
There are so many strikers we always remember when they lose. Why
no,
I won't
let's
blame the young man today is that his intangibles, what he contributed in the game, apart from the scoring, is way more important, or is more as important as the scoring. But he's supposed to put that goal to. That's what strikers are known for.
yeah, and yeah, no,
If
but
Chelsea want 3-2, then I won't talk about it. But if they draw, if they lose, I will talk about it.
no, but
Let's go to the is
I
it but
feel
because if you look around the results all over the week, you start thinking maybe these 3 points for Chelsea would have been important because Oliver Glasner made a big mistake. I looked at the startup, I'm like, wow, what are you doing? 3-man defense. You're playing Chelsea with quick wingers. He tried to counter Chelsea. Well, it did not work. The second half, when he did the substitution, they were more cautious now. Let's just contain
and
it. Let's
yeah,
just
yeah,
go for
but
a draw.
no, I know, but like, but this whole in terms of like you said, and I know we're going too long on Chelsea right now, but I think, but with this Oliver Glasner, if Glasner turned up to Stamford Bridge and played five at the back with wing backs, two up top, three midfield, pack, just be a bit more conservative, and if they then lose the match, then the the pushback will be, oh, this is not what you've been doing since you came to Crystal Palace. What Crystal Palace
No, I
have done
know.
since Glasner came in has been they have the three at the back, they have the two in midfield. The wing backs are high and wide, and have those three attackers close together. You can say since the departure of Olise, they've lost a bit of attacking bites on that
But the
sense.
Japanese guy, is not really bad.
It's not bad, but
He offers more off the ball. He's not as
exactly, but
productive as
but
Elise,
but it's
but
not
he's
as
off the ball. He
but
offers a lot.
he's not as Olise is a special kind of weapon to have in your team.
Mhm.
But I also with Chelsea, let's not overanalyze the game.
But
It's
finally for Chelsea, this is if I'm another coach and I watch this game against Chelsea, I'm trying to be compact because this is why. While I was watching that game, I was saying Chelsea needs to score a goal to discourage any other coach that is thinking they will pack the ball. Now, Crystal Palace, I'm not saying they packed the ball, but they were compact in defense and Chelsea couldn't go through.
yeah
So
yeah
I'm
yeah.
telling you that you can do it against them. And that was one of the big problems they had last season that they could not, once the opposition sees deep to play defense, they find it difficult to go through. This is one of those days, they have other games to play. Let's go to the next one. Um, Manchester United had lost 3-0 to Liverpool. What can you say about the game? What do you have to say about the game? Oh, if you
As
are watching us and you are enjoying what you are seeing or the program or the show or the podcast, please smash that like button and subscribe.
okay. Um, as the game was going on, what I wrote in the first after the first half was Liverpool champions question mark,
Yeah.
and and it's and
They
I
can't run
know
away from it. They can no
no
longer make it look like
it's
they are not.
I know because so far the first two match days was, oh, okay, this is against newly promoted team on debut in the Premier League, okay, fair enough, against a Brentford away at Anfield, okay, you get results, but you go to Old Trafford, and I know in the past Liverpool have gone to Old Trafford and gotten fantastic results in the past under Jurgen Klopp, but I felt today what they had was there was there was control this time, and the best I can explain is like when like a boxing match when you're going up against a heavyweight champion where he keeps you at arm's length. You're taking little jabs here and there, but you're not landing your punches. Your punches are not sticking. He's keeping you at
Mhm.
arm's length, but every now and then, boom, haymaker. Every now and then, it lands a solid punch. So I felt from Liverpool side of it, you're looking at it like this is a team that has the makings of an actual title contenders. Where Mo Salah is not just scoring goals, but he's also playmaking. He's also in
Yeah.
his he's also in his Kevin De Bruyne bag where the two passes he put on the play for Luis Diaz today were fantastic. Right, this is I know in last years he's done it before, but today they were precise. It wasn't just putting the ball in the box. It was just that's a playmaker feeding an attacking player. And with the way they press and the way they haunted Manchester United
It
in
haunts, man.
the way they haunted Manchester in that build up play and in terms of United players on the back to Casemiro, the late and Mazraoui, they all understood their jobs, whether if they were attacking or if they were pressing in a 4-2-2-2 with the two men in central. Players like Gravenberch looks fantastic again as looks fantastic in this midfield. He looks reborn in this year, looks more energized. McAllister for me was one of the standout players today, where he was aggressive,
Mhm.
but he was aggressive and controlled in a good way, where he was winning his tackles, winning his duels, but also his passes were precise. Salah was always doing his thing. Van Dijk, Konate, they look unbeatable. Robertson was fantastic at left back. Trent always is fantastic at right back. Diaz was stretching in behind, coming in as well, getting to the box, not just hanging out on the wings, but also getting to the box. Subosla was always around the box trying to create something. He was a bit unlucky, and I felt he should have
And
done
Szoboszlai
better.
work rate today was
He,
he's been someone his
yeah,
work rate has been down, but today I
but
praise him for his work rate.
his work rate. I felt he should have he had a good chance to make it four, but he was fantastic today. And Jota, fantastic. He was always making runs. Salah, and when you have players like Salah, Jota, and Diaz on the wings and through the middle making runs, and the likes of Trent that can find them, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and you have that solidity at the back with Alisson, Van Dijk, Konate. This is I know it's very early into the season. You're just what 3 games into the season, but this is one of those games that will make everyone okay. Liverpool for real, because
Mm-hmm.
I know it's and we'll talk about United. I know it's United. They've had their issues with they've had bad results similar to this against lesser oppositions at Old Trafford in the last few years. But I felt this time this was a team that needed to make a marker in the Premier League with a new coach, same players, but they all look fresh. They look fitter. They look you see Salah's always looked good, but I feel Salah this is the best I've seen Salah look as a player in Liverpool, where he looks unplayable right now. He can't. There's nothing Salah can do. He can beat you with pace running down the wing or running inside. He can beat you 1v1. He's finishing good. He's creating chances. So it's and they just I think they have all the ingredients to make they have all the ingredients to make a good run at the title. But we'll talk about United. Or you know what? I'll let you talk about Liverpool. Then we'll talk about United.
Liverpool. All I have to say is that for the first time, when they said I felt I felt it to take long for me to witness what I witnessed with Firmino,
Salah.
Salah, and Mane.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah.
they were not the best, the greatest players, but I'm looking at the combination. What the three of them offered is way superior than I've ever watched. You can always get two people together, but when you have three people offering the same thing, because now Firmino didn't score too much. He could give you 12 goals a season. Then Mane work rate, he's always had the work rate in
Yep.
Southampton. He didn't lose it, but what he added to his game is his finishing. And this is why we'll get to the star of the week. Already, my star of the week is Diaz.
Okay.
And this is why I'm going for him. I've never doubted his intangibles or his work rate. My greatest problem is his productivity. You can't play 100 games and score 50 something.
It
Yeah,
doesn't get no
last
goals.
season
Yeah.
only 8 goals, but this season already he scored 3 goals.
Okay.
Already, he's almost half. So the way I'm seeing him, he's added that goal scoring. Nothing has really changed his game, but he's adding goal scoring and it's something else. Salah is no longer the Salah he is, but he has added playmaking to his game. He's way better. He no longer has the acceleration or the strength to run up and down. But they have Chiesa, they can always take him and all those things. Then Trent just keeps getting better.
Oh,
But you
Trent
look at the
is.
first goal that was disallowed. You saw how the playmaking and all those. Gravenberch, I'm asking myself, Len, why do you need a six? And then Liverpool, he was so good. You could see the run. He sliced through the United midfield before he laid the pass for the first goal that was disallowed. The disallowed goal. You could see. So they're playing like a real team, right? And now with this now, I'm not selling the Uruguayan striker Nunes, because what am I doing? I can easily, because there's less pressure, everybody's scoring, everybody's winning. I can easily take out Jota, put Nunes, and I don't change much. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can rest Jota in some games, play Nunes. He might never give you the quality of 80 million striker, of 60 million striker, but at the same
Boy,
time, it allows me to change. You understand what I'm trying to say? That's for that. So Liverpool to me is a well-drilled machine. They are really, 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 they're on good hand. They are in good hands. So
yeah,
I don't have
I
much. Then we've
yeah.
not even talked about Curtis, not talked about
Curtis Jones,
Curtis Jones, we've not talked
Elliot.
about men. They are stars.
But yeah, but and I think this is where we like time will tell how good his man management skills are. The new coach Arne Slot, where everyone knows this Liverpool team so far. It's I think so far this season they've only made one change to the starting lineups in the last 3 games, and that was our centre back with Konate. Everybody, this is the performance, this is the level we have to be at. And as the season progresses, all these fringe players will get chances. Nunes, Jones, and Elliott, if they're fit, they probably get chances in the cups as well and rotations. But everyone has to work hard, train, do the basics to try. Because right now, Gravenberch is not leaving this team. Right now, Szoboszlai has that spot in his team. So this is where this what creates a good winning environment where everyone's fighting for places. Some places are already locked, but they still that hunger, there's still that drive to push the levels within the team. But I think that's all on Liverpool, and we need to talk about how the car crash that's Manchester United, not just not as a club, because I feel they've restructured that they've restructured at boardroom level. They have sporting directors that have leadership team, which I feel that spells trouble for the head coach. But on the pitch,
But I don't see United as being in trouble.
no, 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 no. Well, not as a club, but what we see on the pitch.
I've said it before. I've said it before. You are buying players for a coach that doesn't want to play that system. That's why I don't see it as a trouble.
But
The
what?
coach has to
Yeah,
leave.
yeah, but okay, and
I don't think the
we
coach
both
is a
agree.
bad coach. I rate
No,
him.
no,
I
no, no,
rate
no, no,
him.
no, no, no.
But the obsession to play a certain style is what I don't like.
But,
Allow him play his style.
but
Allow him.
no, 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 and I think we both have. I think we both have the same opinion about it now, but we have it in. We're going in different directions right now. Today, this Manchester United team in their biggest game of the season, or their biggest game of any season, or anytime season, Northwest Derby against Liverpool, your great rivals are Old Trafford. All eyes on you, Slot. Everybody's watching in the world. Today you have the goalkeeper, that's your goalkeeper, or Andrew Nana. Right back, that's your right back, Mazraoui. Your centre back, that's your a new signing, Delete. The other centre back, Alessandro Martinez, that's your signing. And left back, you have Dala left back, who's not necessarily your signing, but you inherited, and Dala is a good player. In midfield, you have Casemiro in midfield, that's your signing. Meno came through the club's academy. Up front, you had Garnacho came through the academy. You've given him more chances. He's shown his level in the team. Bruno Fernandes. Left wing, Rashford. Up top, another of your signing. New strikers, Zerchi. You have nowhere to hide right now. You can't make those excuses of, oh, I'm playing the likes of Fred or McTominay. I'm playing the likes of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm playing Johnny Evans or Maguire. All this, or the guys in goal. He can't kick the ball. He can't pass from the back. I want to try and I want to play from the back. The guy can't do it. I have nothing to do. That's why the team is bad. We can't play from the back because you have the guy. You have no more. He, he's running out of excuses, because right now, and I feel what the United leadership have done is they've restructured that level, but they've also serviced the manager this season, especially this season, giving him the tools he needs to get his team going and to fulfill the potential of this team. But if you're telling me now, if your whole pressing structure as a team is only works if you have Mason Mount in that team, and if Mason Mount is not there, you can't press effectively, then that's not a system. You can't have a system that solely relies on one person that's injury prone in the last 2 years. That's by the by. You still can't. Casemiro in 2024 has been one of the worst players in European football. This this is This is fact. Like he's so bad now. They're going for international breaks. I don't know. I doubt he's been called up for Brazil, but Casemiro needs to go to Brazil and stay in Brazil.
No, I
Casemiro
don't
has
think
been
I don't think I can cope in Brazil. Like
no,
I don't think so.
no. He should no. He should retire in Brazil right now. He should just go to Brazil and just stay there. Don't come back again. Because because it's
Okay, but this is where I differ with you.
yeah,
I'm right. I write something down. Brentford, Thomas Frank,
yeah,
David Moyes, Everton, or
yeah.
whatever, or West Ham, Sean Dyche,
Everton, yeah, Everton,
Burnley,
Burnley,
Burnley, Marco Silva. I like Marco Silva a lot. I rave about him. Fulham. These are 4 coaches. I know their style.
mm-hmm.
I know how they play.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They don't try to play beautiful football or whatever. They play what suits them. Now, I'll read a second group now. Bournemouth coach, Iraola, something Iraola,
Yeah,
and
and
then Villa. Villa.
Unai
Villa
Emery.
tried to play some beautiful football. Iraola tries to play beautiful football. Bournemouth is a smaller club, or when I mean smaller club, don't get me wrong.
It's a smaller club
Into,
in terms
into,
of
into
resources
an area
and
to
yeah, exactly.
Brentford. Brentford
Yeah,
is in London, right?
yeah,
But Bournemouth plays better than Brentford. If you watch the Bournemouth game, they
yeah,
have Semenyo, they have Tavalia, they have Justin, whatever. They play more attractive football. They have Quatara. You understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah, yeah,
Does
yeah.
it mean Brentford is better than? Does it mean Bournemouth is better than Brentford?
No,
No.
it does. Oh
It
no,
just depends on how you see football.
that's
So
subjective.
now
Yes,
they are forcing Ten Hag
but
to
who's
play the
forcing?
United way.
But who?
Understand what they will say? This United, allow him to pack the balls. Understand what I'm trying to say? If you want to be United, you
Wait,
are hiring the wrong manager. He's the wrong manager for that system.
no,
If
no, no, no.
United, hold
I
on, hold on,
disagree.
hold on. If United sat deep to preserve the lead, to play 0-0 and catch Liverpool on the counter, I bet you it's possible they could have won this game. You can't
Okay,
rule it out.
okay,
They tried
okay.
to go at Liverpool.
No, I see. I 100%
No,
agree.
today,
No, no, wait.
before they go went in, United was more proactive compared to last game against Brighton. Understand
Okay,
what I'm trying to say?
okay. See,
He
no,
wants to
understand. No,
play
see, understand.
United way,
Okay,
but
understand.
that's not what he knows. He
Okay,
he he knows how to coach Marco Silva, like David Moyes, for example. David Moyes, he was good at West Ham because he knew how to sit deep. But West Ham fans wanted him to go in attack. That is not
but
his
yeah,
style.
yeah, but Chika, you're you're somewhat correct. But all these things you've mentioned, there are certain principles of football that are just non-negotiable at any level.
Oh,
If you
no,
wait,
hold it.
if you're pressing, you're pressing. If you're playing out
Yeah.
of the back, everybody knows their roles and how to go about it on the football pitch. The problem is this coach has been at this club for 3 years. This is third season now.
Yeah, and it's not like
What?
he's been there three
No,
years.
no, no.
It's like he's a new coach.
This coach has been there 3 years. And also, I'm not trying to compare teams. I know it's different. John, it's different points of different points.
No,
So
no, 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 no. Compare
compare, yeah,
Bournemouth look more together than even Manchester United.
you can see.
I remember when he was there, they had Bournemouth had Gary O'Neill before Gary O'Neill left.
Yeah,
Before
no,
Viola has
exactly.
only been 2 years. I think
Yeah.
this guy has been there for 3 years now. Or
So,
something like.
so you can see, and the problem is, if you're trying to look at the team, like we spoke about Chelsea, and I talked about how Chelsea had more control today.
Sorry to cut you short. Do you know who they remind me of in Premier League?
Oh, United.
Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest. I don't.
No, no,
You
no,
know
no,
how you.
no,
I don't know what
no,
Forest
no, no,
is
no,
like.
no, no. I struggle to pick any team that I'll say United remind me of because I feel the other
Forest
night.
win
No,
games with individual
no,
qualities.
no, no,
Today, Elanga
no,
can
no,
do
no.
something.
I feel the other 19 teams in Premier League, and of course, adjusted for quality and resources. I feel the other 19 teams in Premier League all play better football than Manchester United. I watched the Brentford Southampton game yesterday and the Everton Bournemouth game where you see what a team is trying to do. You see how they're trying to score goals. Is it from set pieces? Are United non-existent? Is it your defending structures non-existent? Is it your pressing shape? If your pressing shape is just Bruno Fernandes just running at speed at any player, that is not pressing. If you, in terms of okay, that's tactical. Then look at it. Okay, decision making. Marcus Rashford, I love the player, but it's had a disastrous. No,
what makes
it's
it worse is that what makes it worse is Casemiro had one of his worst seasons last season. Why did you
he's
bring him back? Why are you
so
complicating issues?
this
Even
is
if
this
you
is
wanted
this
to
is
see
where
him, you saw him
this is
during
where
preseason. You
this is where
watch
you make
him.
this
You can't.
exactly.
I get what
And
you're
see,
trying to do.
this is
There's
this is where you make decision. If it means you have to, for the time being, you play Maguire and midfield. You play Maguire and midfield until you get this, you get to get over the line. But I feel with Ten Hag, there's a big disconnect in terms of what Ten Hag wants to do on the pitch and the player he profiles to carry out the instructions on the pitch. Casemiro has never been a midfielder that could play passes in midfield. He's never been that player. We've seen him in Madrid. When I was at Madrid, he always deferred to Toni Kroos and Lucas Modric in terms of playing from the back, building on attacks. He's a fantastic leader of the game in the defensive aspect, but he's never been good on the ball. Okay, he's 32. Okay, he's not good on the ball, and you know what, that's fine. But it's then on you as a manager to tailor your system to hide your players'
weakness.
shortcomings.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
but I feel for the longest time with this United's setup, it highlights every player's individual flaw 100%. Like
But that team is not bad though.
it's not a bad football team. They're
It's
very good.
good
They're
if you pick
they're
because that
they're
lot is
very good.
playing left back. I don't see him struggling. Like I'm still seeing like
Exactly,
he's not doing badly. I think he's
exactly.
on the yeah, yeah.
This is Ten Hag's third season, and you're still playing a right back and left back.
So they're playing.
You don't have a fit left back. You can't say this is the club. The club has spent over 700 million during your tenure. Okay, you can sell the club, but you still have to coach. And the problem I have with United fans is season started, they had a game against Fulham, Brentford, Brighton, and whatnot. But they say, oh, we can see what Ten Hag is doing. We can see, oh, the team looks better, look more compact. Well, the problem is you're comparing this what they've shown so far this season. Because I felt United this season, they've not looked convincing so far. Because you're comparing what you're seeing so far in this season to what you saw last year, and that is a very low bar. Because if you
No,
see
that's
what if you see what the best teams are doing in the Premier League, you see forget the best teams. If you see what good teams in the Premier League are doing, the Fulhams, the Brentford, Wolves, even clubs like clubs, clubs below top six, below top six. If you want to go a bit further and see what the best clubs are doing, if that's ultimately where you want to be, where Arsenal, City are, Aston Villa are right now. That's where Chelsea and Manchester United are trying to get back to. But we see what they are doing. Even with Chelsea, I know Chelsea has just started. Chelsea has just started. But you can see what is something there where you understand certain decisions. But with United, I believe if Ten Hag makes 11 decisions on a match day, I struggle to understand at least 10 of them. I don't
but
understand.
why is Rashford still start? Did Amando Diallo did he have injury?
No, he was on bench. So again, you've had a player that struggled for form, struggled for struggled for consistency the whole year, not just a short period of time. Rashford has struggled for the last 12 months.
Well, if you look, there's something about United that is very. I don't want to say that is very bad, but I just thought about it. When you have players who have played in the club, young players who exploded, or who came onto the scene very early in their career, who were
Yeah,
good, you look at how they always end up. You look at Lingard, Jesse Lingard. This is how he. I don't even think if he has a club right now. This is
yeah,
how he has ended up. You look at Pogba. This is how he ended up. Pogba still has a chance to resurrect his career, but understand what I mean.
yeah. I understand.
Look at
So
Pogba. Look at Botner. They had one left back, but I'm trying to say, does
the
Rashford
overall,
still have hunger for the game? Look at Van Persie. Like even Van Persie was old, but I'm looking at sometimes these guys are getting paid big amounts.
yeah,
Understand what
yeah,
is it
I
that
understand.
the mindset is the mind
No.
still there for the
I,
game?
I feel I don't want to speculate about where Rashford's head is right now in terms of football, but I feel I'll judge what I see on the pitch. And what I've seen on the pitch from Marcus Rashford in the last 12 months, and the constant need to keep selecting Marcus Rashford by this coach. I understand keeping faith to certain players. I understand that, but at some point you have to draw the line and say this level is not good enough. And you have to make tough decisions. We've seen with different coaches. We've seen with Pep, we've seen with Guardiola. So we've seen with Pep Guardiola, we've seen with Arteta, even Klopp before he left. Now we probably see it to understand as well. The best coaches make tough decisions, and I feel what sums up Ten Hag as a manager perfectly was back at Ajax was the treatment of Mohamed Kudus, where back at Ajax he never favored Kudus. He favored players like David Klaassen and Anthony there. He never favored Kudus. Kudus struggled to break into the team. But when he broke into the team, he showed his quality and we saw what he could do at Ajax or in the Eredivisie and the Champions League. But where you then come to United and you feel you've seen these two players firsthand, Mohamed Kudus and Anthony, and you then decide to go for Anthony as a better player to come and fulfill a need in your squad, that miscalculation in profiling of players is where the problem is. Because you will never see a player like Casemiro in a Guardiola team trying to pass the ball or trying to build attack from the back. It will never happen. It will never happen. You never see coaches that are principled in
But
terms.
Kovacic doesn't do that. That's why they have Akonji. Akonji is the one that goes all Rico Lewis. I
But
get
at
what you're
least
trying
I
to
know.
say.
But at least Kovacic can pass the ball. Casemiro.
No, you are really.
No. I'm hated. No, see, on this matter,
Yeah,
I'm hated because it makes no sense. It drives me mad. It drives me mad because towards the build up of this game, he's been in the press talking about, oh, the only team in since I came to England has one more than United in the Premier in the league in England is Manchester United. We're doing fantastic, but you can't keep gaslighting us. You see you week in week out. And the worst thing about this result is nobody's surprised.
no,
There's no
nobody's
outrage.
surprised.
No. Of course, there'll be fans not happy, but there's no outrage because it's happened before. It's happened against teams that are worse than Liverpool. It's happened. I remember last season, Bournemouth
I think they beat, was it last season? Hold on. I think it's Ten Hag season. They had a shock result. Was it against Arsenal? They beat
There's
somebody who
there's
was
there,
it
there,
Liverpool.
there's
There was a
always there's always a shock result at least 1 month for 1 month at United with this ten. You're either losing to Bournemouth, you're losing to Fulham. You know what? I feel the sooner United make that decision that they want to actually make, and I felt they deliberated long and hard about it in the summer. Because when you have that situation where you have that the season ends, you win the cup,
and
then
they
there's
could have
this
sacked him before
the,
the FA Cup. He
the,
won the
the
FA Cup.
yeah,
And
then you win the FA Cup, and they have this long process where they say there's a season
then
review, and they will decide whether they keep it and it goes on for over a week or even 2 weeks. I feel once you get to that situation, it's almost as if the decision has almost been half made. But for
and then
different
they offered him
for
another contract. I'm not offering you a contract. If you
no no
don't
no
want to be signed, then that's the end. I don't.
no yeah for different reasons, you offer me a contract, you can't find another coach, you offer me a contract, you still have faith in the manager. Okay, let's keep the consistency, let's keep it united. We go with the same coach, you get him additions into the team, then see what it does. And for me, it's still more of the same. It's just not good enough. And to even compound matters even worse, you've gone out in the window. You've bought in Manuel Ugarte to come in and try and fix your control problems in midfield, your distribution, your ball retention problems in midfield, and you've gone out and signed. It's like you're trying to build a house, and
Yeah.
you keep avoiding building foundations. You refuse to build a solid foundation, and if you don't build a solid foundation, we've seen it. Anything that goes to win anything in football that we've ever seen in recent years, or we've ever seen ever, you can look at one point in that team, and that is that midfield, and you see how the characteristics of that midfielder shapes that whole team. Makalele at Chelsea, strong, solid,
Yeah.
dependable, durable. Carrick at United, Paul Scholes at United, fantastic players, passing, flair, they dictate games. What's it called? Patrick Vieira at Arsenal, strong, solid team. You see these things with the Spanish teams, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta. You see
Yeah,
those players in
yeah.
midfield. I know it's not. I know people say defense wins you titles and that, but the characteristics of the players in midfield more times as that number six or deep line player. That is the characteristics your team will more often than not show. Fabinho at Liverpool, solid defender, works hard. Then you see Jorginho at Chelsea with Sarri, a good passer, but technically good, but not quite frail,
You
not solid.
look at
It shows
Cambiaso
ish.
at Inter Milan, Thiago
Exact,
Motta at Inter Milan
exactly,
also. I
exactly
get
the
what you're
point. You
saying.
see it, Gattuso at AC Milan. Those positions, that's the characteristics of those players in midfield it shows around it shows around the team. So when you have an aging Casemiro who's never been good at playing the ball, passing the ball, dictating the game as a hub in your midfield, it's just not going to work because it then that energy transmits around the team. You see a player like Kobeno, who I feel is a fantastic talent. Kobeno can't, he struggles, he doesn't know how to play football anymore. He doesn't know where to be. He doesn't know how to receive the ball because his midfield partner doesn't quite understand the basics of football at this point in his career. And it gets to a point where, people say, oh, it's okay, Casemiro will come out, you bring in Manu Ugarte. But you're still doing the same mistake because Manu Ugarte is not that, he's not that player either. He can't he can't make this team better in the aspect of controlling the game. Of course, he'll come in, he'll stop gaps, he'll bring he'll bring more energy to the team, tackling, running. But on the ball, you still have to be, because you also, like with United, one of the reasons why United were always scoring late goals in Fergie time or were fantastic as an attacking team was Paul Scholes. The later year Paul Scholes, where at some point at Old Trafford, if Paul Scholes gets that ball, he runs the game from start to finish. Paul Scholes, Carrick, we've seen
his football IQ was something else.
So we've seen it. So if you then think about it as a club situation where you look at United have not had a midfielder in that position since Carrick retired. This is going on more than 10 years now, I feel, where Carrick scores all went away. You still struggled. You've missed players.
And they blamed Pogba for years. This is the same problem they had. Like, they couldn't get a partner. They had Matip, he couldn't walk. I get you. I don't.
No, it's. See, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel with United, this season has almost been like a free hit for the club where, okay, you go this manager. But I've said it on past recordings, leading up to the season, and I'll say it again. I personally, I won't even be sacked. Sorry, I won't even be shocked if Ten Hag gets sacked tomorrow morning. Because
do they want to replace him?
No, yeah. Well,
they denied preseason. Whoever they could replace him, he could have had the preseason with the club.
Yeah, I know. We say preseason, but it's still somewhat early in the season where you sack. You make you make that change. You bring a manager and you get a month or two to get things going. Because if United continue the way they are right now, and where they've played in the last 12 months, it could still be a situation where they finish God knows where. Because it's, you know what,
we'll get to that in our next. In our next episode. So for everybody, that should be all for today. Join us again next time. Frank, you have something for our audience?
No, I know.
Casemiro. I've never seen you this emotional.
No.
And you think you're a United fan?
No.
It's not for the game. Use that energy for Chelsea. Don't use that all on United.
No. Because I was watching the game. It's okay. Thank you to like, follow, and share our content with your friends. Let's grow our community. Any questions you have or any topics you want us to cover, please put it down in the comments section, and we'll get to them as quickly as possible. And again, thank you all for supporting so far.
Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.